Who is the real Altergeist master?
Thank you very much, small prostitute 21 for that donation. Who is the real Altergeist master? Well, I mean, it's really me. If you want to be technical about it, it's me. But the Yu-Gi-Oh community, it only acknowledges Dzeeff, even though I am Dzeeff's sensei, chat. So like, here's the thing: if you really ask the question, who's the Altergeist master? How am I not the Altergeist master? If Dzeeff is the Altergeist master, chat, and I am literally his sensei, then how am I not the master? You know what I mean? Like, there you guys go. Like, the Altergeist master is me. If I schooled Dzeeff, I am his sensei. So you guys go.
All right, let's give Doug a call. Let's call my man Douglas Dzeeff. Hi, Doug.
How's it going?
I've heard him be called Douglas.
I'm doing well. I'm a little worried about these questions if you're bringing cards in that I've never played with before, but I'll do my best.
Yo, we have the Chad, Doug Dzeeff himself. Okay.
His video says, "Oh, I thought you meant it."
Yeah, the Chad.
There he is. It's Doug.
Oh, I'm looking down at you, dude. It's because
Did I top with Altergeist? I got 9th. Or, no, I got 10th. I got 10th at a regional.
I got my Altergeist cards here so I can read them.
He pulls them out.
I gotta make sure.
As usual, as I've done with other content creators, what we're going to be doing is recording 8 ruling questions. I'm going to ask you 8 questions that all have to do with Altergeist rulings, which is the deck that you are most known for, considering the fact that you have posted at least 17,000 Altergeist deck profiles one day literally this week. I had to make fun of you for that one because I don't know where you get this motivation.
Do you know you're the only one who played Altergeist at that YCS? That wasn't a surprise. YCS Atlanta, was that 2007? Big Pimpin'? Yeah, that's another reason, chat, that I'm the Altergeist master. I was the first person in Yu-Gi-Oh history to get a feature match with Altergeist. That was like, no one even know what the fuck the cards did.
How many profiles have you posted?
2! I posted 2!
You sure? I feel like it might have been 17.
About that.
So are you ready to get into the rulings? The chat is currently gambling. And the gamble is, will Doug get
win.
5 or more right or less than 5 correct?
A lot of people seem to think I'm going to get more than 5 thing.
Well, I mean, you have been playing this deck for like since its release, right? Since the release of Faker, you've been on this. So
but you asked some hard questions.
I am offended. I am so offended right now, chat. I know that would piss you. That actually just made me furious. That actually just made me furious. See, that right there is the problem. Coder just said, you have been playing this deck since it came out, right? Since Faker was released. That's not when the deck came out. Faker was released in Flames of Destruction. Altergeist were released in Circuit Break. If you started playing Altergeist after Flood, you're not a real Altergeist fan. Like that, yeah, obviously that's when they became meta. Like, hold up, bruh. Stop. See, this we gotta separate the fake ones, chat. Like, no. Don't try to claim you're an Altergeist OG if you started playing them the second they became like YCS topping. They came out 6 months before that, dude.
Faker, you been on this. So
but you
have been playing this deck for like since its release, right?
Since its release. When did Altergeist get released? Circuit Break. 3 of the cards were ultra rare.
Since the release of Faker, you been on this.
Since the release of Faker. That's a completely different set, dude.
So but you asked some hard questions.
That's me with B Troopers.
I do ask.
No, I'm not saying. I'm just that's the problem is that's like the general consensus in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, chat. Is like Altergeist didn't exist before Multi-Faker, which competitively, yeah, that's true. But like to just completely disregard their entire existence before, like they had 2 sets before that, chat. In what's the set that has what was the set that had the shitty green talker on it, chat? It's like EXFO, I think it's the abbreviation. Extreme Force. And Extreme Force, Manifestation, and Hextia came out. I mean, they were play. That's when I took them to the white. They were playable. I mean, it wasn't like great, obviously.
So let's get the show on the road with the very.
I felt the attack.
Activates the second effect of Altergeist Marionetter by targeting itself and a multi-faker that is in the graveyard. The opponent then chains. There can be only one. How does this chain resolve? So,
okay. I don't think I have my Altergeist cards on standby, so I'll have to. I'm thinking that it should resolve. Yu-Gi-Oh! Altergeist. Oh, actually, hold on. It might not. Yeah, actually, I am Cap's internet. Oh, I'm sorry. Did the stream die, chat? My apologies. That's like saying people been playing with Adagnister after Lightning Overdrive when I was playing since Ignition Assault. I wouldn't say that's quite apples to apples because, like, you know, that's like a pretty big gap. With Altergeist, it's like it's continual support over 3 sets, but you know, let's see. This card is not target 1 Altergeist card you control and 1 Altergeist monster in the graveyard. Send that card on the field. If you do, I don't think it's gonna resolve. I don't think it's gonna resolve, chat. Just use Dueling Book. Oh, use Dueling Book as a what's it called? Yeah, that works. I don't think, because so with Mary, she targets herself or targets a card, excuse me, and a card in the graveyard, but like it isn't like a cost to send that card. It's not like you tribute that card. You just destroy them. So I'm gonna say, because there can only be one, or there can be only one is going to resolve first, which means you're locked into spellcasters, and you can't summon another spellcaster, and all Altergeist are spellcasters, so.
And that is using the effect to send the card.
It will resolve. Card wasn't negated. It will resolve as much as it can.
Target on the field to the graveyard to summon the one in the grave. Opponent chains Tikaboo as Chainlink 2. How does this chain resolve?
So they're chaining it to the effect, right?
Yeah, so Marionetter is Chainlink 1, Tikaboo is being flipped up as Chainlink 2. Run me through your thought process. I want to know how you dissect.
So, okay, hold on, chat. With there can be only one, it's like you can't attempt to summon another monster of the same type? Because you're not, at that point, you're not attempting to. Mary is already in the process of using her effect. So if you can't attempt to do it, then it won't matter because she's already attempted it. You know, it will fizzle. It will resolve. I don't think it's gonna resolve, chat, because I think there can only be one will already be resolved before Mary does. I would assume that it wouldn't, because like, yeah, at that point Mary's not attempting her effect. She's already done it. So yeah, let's see what Dzeeff
how I dissect these rulings. I mean, it's a 50-50, right? So it can't be that hard. No, because it's like, I mean, I can't say I've encountered this. Usually when the TK-Boo is flipped, I have multiple spellcasters. So this is kind of a new situation for me.
Interesting. An interaction you've never seen before, even though you've been playing
usually
the deck
people
since
do it on
release.
Faker's
Very
effect.
interesting.
And even though that card has been flipped against me a lot, but it's usually when I'm like in the middle of a combo, so I have like 3 cards. I feel like it's being chained to it, because if it was already on the field, I definitely would not be able to even.
Hold on, rewind. You missed what Coder said.
It was flipped. I have multiple spellcasters, so this is kind of a new situation for me.
Interesting. An interaction you've never seen before, even though you've been playing the deck since release. Very interesting.
And even though,
oh my god, dude, I hate chat. I hate how Dzeeff just keeps. Oh my god, he's like saving face because he doesn't want to admit that he hasn't been playing it on release. So he doesn't say anything about it. He's just letting Coder, because Coder doesn't know. Coder just goes with the general what's the word I'm looking for? Like the general like perception. That's it. He just goes with the general perception that Dzeeff is like the Altergeist god. But like, no, he hasn't. I invented Dzeeff's Altergeist, chat.
Card has been flipped against me a lot, but
Anyways,
it's usually
I want to see the answer.
In the middle of a combo, so I have like 3
Not
cards.
that it'll matter.
I feel like Well, it's being chained to it. Because if it was already on the field, I definitely would not be able to even like activate the Marionetter because it's kind of like the rivalry thing.
That is
so
true.
I'm trying to think about
face up,
being
you wouldn't
chained.
be allowed to activate Marionetter. That's true.
I feel like because Marionetter. I feel like if it's being chained, it actually will send the Marionetter, and then it will see that I have no monsters on the field, and then it'll special the multi-faker. But like I said, like I really have not encountered this situation because flipping a TK Boo and they only have one monster is like
I already know the video.
So I don't know if people do that, but I'm gonna go with it tries to resolve, sends the Marionette to the grave, specials the multi-faker, but that might be wrong.
All right, so you are currently 1 for 1. You are correct. The Altergeist Marionetter is sent to the graveyard because it's already been activated, so it'll attempt to resolve as much as possible. Because it's already activated, the Tiki Boo doesn't prevent it from sending.
Okay, hold on. You can target one Altergeist card you control. See, I would think that it would only, what's it called? So you were wrong. I would think that it would only try to resolve this part. Send one card. Because doesn't this happen first, chat? You can target one Altergeist card you control and one Altergeist monster in your graveyard. You try to resolve everything up into the semicolon. And if you do it, targeting is the... I be saying that, but then people like, that's wrong. When I say targeting is the cost, people say, that's not a thing, Cap, that's wrong. Anyways, send that card on the field to the graveyard. And if you do... But that happens after, though. That happens... I thought you do everything, and if you do is simultaneous. We need problem-solving card text for our problem-solving card text. They need to dumb this down even further, chat. Press 1 if it's still not, like, they need to dumb it down further. Seriously, it needs to say, like, simultaneous or something. Because if I knew that all of this happened at the same time, then I guess, yeah, I don't know. The whole, like, resolve as much as... That shit's confusing, to be honest.
So after it sends itself, well, because you don't have any more spellcasters on your field, the summon of the multi-faker is legal, so you can summon the multi-faker after that.
This is Dzeeff
currently 1 for 1. All right, ruling number 2. We have player A declares a direct attack with Altergeist Meluseek. How familiar are you with Meluseek? Is it the best card in the deck, in your opinion?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's the best card in the deck.
She's always been.
So player A controls a Meluseek and player B controls a Linkuriboh. All right, and the player who controls Meluseek declares a direct attack with Altergeist Meluseek, and player B uses the effect of Linkuriboh to send a Linkuriboh to the graveyard. In this case, if Meluseek then conducts a direct attack afterwards as well, after damage calculation, will Meluseek be able to use its effect to send the set card that player B has on their field to the graveyard?
No.
For what?
Whoa, hold on. I don't want to be influenced by Dzeeff's opinion. Hold on. I need to read. I think she has to do damage. Altergeist. Yeah, I think Meluseek has to do damage. I don't think it says attack directly. I think it's when you do damage. Hold on. Oh no. This card can attack directly when this card inflicts battle damage. No, she doesn't inflict damage. Inflicting 0 damage doesn't like exist basically.
What reason?
I don't think 0 is battle damage.
Yeah.
Well, you'd be correct.
Easy.
That was one of the easier ones, dude.
Yeah, that
one of
actually
the
was
easier
pretty
ones.
easy.
I'm giving you some free
Zero damage
Free
is not
points.
battle damage. DB
All right.
taught me. I do that one before.
And these do get progressively more difficult. I'm letting you know right now. So
Okay.
you're in the easy zone right now.
Softball.
Chat, you guys didn't know that? Yeah. Doing it's like if you have 2 monsters that have 0 attack, if they clash, like nothing happens. That is how that works right here. Yeah, like if you have 2 monsters that have 100 attack, chat, then they like both die. But if you have 2 monsters that have 0 attack, they won't die, cause like 0 it's not bad. It's not damage. Like there is what's it called. Yeah, they won't destroy. Isn't that weird though? Like if you have 2 monsters that have the same attack value and it's anything other than 0, they'll both die. But if they're both 0, they won't die. But yeah, like 0 is not battle damage.
Right now.
Why?
Okay.
That's just one of those equal reasons, but I know that that's just a thing. Like if you have two monsters that are both 0 and they clash, they won't die. But if they're both 100, then they will die. It's just like a a Yu-Gi-Oh ruling. It's I kind of think it is, but
so now we are going to bring up another one that I feel is a pretty simple one. You've probably encountered this quite a few times before.
This probably. Oh, never mind. I thought it was gonna be like what Conquori.
Once again, we're going to be talking about Altergeist Melusik, but this time with an interaction with Altergeist Protocol. If my opponent has skill drain up on the field,
I can't attack directly. When is this gonna get hard,
bro? I don't even get to hear the question. What is this? This is so scuffed. How am I supposed to like appropriate? Like I didn't even get to hear the question.
Answering the question before I.
All right, well, press 1 if Cap gets this right. Press 1 if I get this right. I'm considering that to be right. Like, cause he ain't fake. No, I didn't even hear I'm just right. No, cause I didn't even get to hear the question, and then Coder didn't even ask it.
My God. So you would be correct.
Okay. I mean, I already knew that. Like, could she activate her effect to what's it called?
like,
Pretty sure.
I don't know why people play this card in this deck. It's so bad.
I'm not gonna lie. I tried this a couple times. Play skill drain and Altergeist because you can still resolve their activated effects under what's it called? She can if she does damage, chat. Like if you were to attack someone directly, actually, could you? Yeah, I think she can. Let's say the field was open. I think you'd still be able to. Yeah, I think if the field was open, chat, if there was no Judge Man and your opponent had skill drain and you attacked them directly, and protocol was that, I think you could activate her effect and kill the skill drain. Yeah. But you can't attack directly.
So to explain to those in the chat that do not know, Altergeist Protocol prevents activated effects of Altergeist monsters from being negated. Because the effect of Melusik is a continuous effect under skill drain, it cannot attack directly. Doug is currently 3-0.
You can use the send effect, but you can't attack directly while he has any monster. Yes, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like you can still use the send effect if you somehow figure out how to do damage.
We go into the more complicated
well, I'm
stuff.
2 for 3.
So we're gonna take a little bit of a blast from the past back to like 2018 or something like that.
Okay.
And we're going to be considering a card by the name of Borreload Dragon. If player A attacks with Borreload Dragon into player B's Altergeist Multi-Faker, player A wants to use Borreload Dragon on their attack declaration. Player B wants to use Altergeist Conquery. Which player is able to use their effect as Chainlink 1 here?
All right, hold on. All right, so he asked the question. I don't want Dzeeff to answer. Player B attacks. Oh, he's talking about the Snatch Steal effect. Okay. Yeah, he's talking about the Snatch Steal effect because I'm like, isn't Borreload Dragon's effect like you can't chain to it? He's talking about the Snatch Steal effect. He should have specified, by the way. What's it called? Player B declares an attack with Borreload Dragon on player A's Altergeist Multi-Faker. When an attack is declared, player B wishes to use the first activated effect of. Oh, I guess he did specify. That's me. That's my dumbness. Player. All right, hold on. Let me read the cards. Altergeist Conquery. Special summon this card, and if you do negate. All right, let me read Borreload. I mean, this definitely has to have come up, right? Either player can discard with monster effects once per turn. Discard and attacks an opponent's monster. You can place. So the question is, who gets to be Chainlink 1? Isn't it as simple as the turn player has priority, chat? Which player can activate their effect first in this proposed scenario? Doesn't this have to do with just the turn player having priority? So I'm gonna say it's Borreload Dragon player. Yeah, Borreload.
Which
Dragon,
player is
B.
able to use their effect as Chainlink 1 here?
The Borreload player can use his first.
Okay, so your answer is that Borreload can use the effect, and then the Conquery will not be able to be used.
Right. Whoa! I didn't say any of that. I don't know any of that, chat. All I'm saying is that's not the question. Coder just asked a different question. onto this question. The question, as it is written, chat, is which player can activate the effect first in this proposed scenario? He didn't ask nothing about what happens in the scenario. He just said which player can act, and I'm gonna say player B. So anything beyond that, chat, I'm not considering myself wrong.
In link 1 here.
The Borreload player can use it.
And Dzeeff answered the question.
So your answer is that Borreload can use the effect, and then the Conqueror will not be able to be used.
I didn't say that.
Correct.
Okay, so you are actually incorrect here, my friend. And the reason why is specifically because the effect of Altergeist Conqueror is a trigger effect, as opposed to the Borreload Dragon, which is a quick effect. So, as we know, the way chains are constructed, trigger effects always go on chain before quick effects can be used. So, if you compare something like Borreload Dragon and another monster that has a quick effect, you are allowed to use the Borreload Dragon as chain link 1. However, because the Conqueror is a trigger effect.
Wow, that's actually pretty. Wow, trigger effects have to go. They have to go on the chain first. So I'm guessing if there are multiple trigger effects, then it goes to like the turn player. Wow, I didn't know that.
Immediately when the attack
that's how simultaneous chains on the simultaneous effects go on chain works. I mean, I knew that. Like, I know about simultaneous effects going on chain, but I didn't know like ignition beats quick, or excuse me, trigger. Like, I didn't know trigger in like just like quick. I didn't know that they're like, I don't know, rated different or something. I don't know.
Has the chance to activate its own effect.
Will you make an old school priority video?
All right.
Dark Emperor. Bro, I hadn't worked on a video in like 2 months, so let me get this first video done. Let me make sure it doesn't kill me.
3 for 4 from Mr. Dzeeff, and we go on to our 5th ruling. Let's see. I told you we're getting progressively harder. We're halfway through.
Yeah, and, but chat, you guys are correct. Even if I did say player B, I would still be wrong because it looks like the Altergeist player is still first
of the video. So in this case, we are going to be using Altergeist Marionetter, and the opponent is going to control a sand.
Yeah, Marionetter set strike? That was insane.
Marionetter didn't set strike. We're cheating for the purposes of the video, okay? It's fine. It is what it is. In this instance, player A enters the battle phase and declares an attack with their Altergeist Marionetter onto their opponent's set Sangan.
Yes.
After the Marionetter destroys the Sangan activates its effect to search, and then player A chains Psalm Strike to negate the search of Sangan. On resolution of this chain, can player A activate the effect of the Altergeist Multi-Faker in their hand?
I believe so, yes.
Wait, what? Why would they not? I don't understand this question. Why would they not be able to? Why not, bro? Yeah, I don't understand this. Is anyone else confused?
Activates its effect to search, and then
so okay, hold on. You're just attacking into a monster, using strike on it, and then after resolution, just trying to summon Faker? Of course not, it's damage step. Can Faker not be summoned during the damage step? I didn't think about. Hold on. Can Faker not be summoned during them? Lord, I might have cheated tons of times. Bro, if that's true, like hundreds of Altergeist players have probably cheated. What? I'm done.
Player A chains Psalm Strike to negate the search of Sangan. On resolution of this chain, can player A activate the effect of the Altergeist Multi-Faker in their hand?
How dare you?
I believe so, yes.
For what reason?
Just because it's a trigger effect.
So, I'm going to be telling you sadly. Unfortunately, you are incorrect, and the very simple reason is because Altergeist Multi-Faker has a line of text that says.
Oh no! It says it right there. Oh my god! Oh, okay, never mind. I didn't even. Why didn't I read the card? Oh my god. Press 1 if literally no Yu-Gi-Oh player reads the card. It says it right there in the text, except the damage step. Alright, I'm gonna say that I haven't been cheating then. I didn't realize it was like right there on the card.
Except during the damage step.
Bro, it says it right there, except during the damage step. That only... An Altergeist that... Yeah, that can really only happen with... Strike, right? protocol can be used during the damage step, right, chat? Because I don't know. I think protocol can be used during the damage step. So I want to say maybe with protocol too. No? It negates activations. Are you sure? I mean, I know you can use the effect during the damage step, but like I'm talking about can you activate it during the damage step? Because I thought anything that negates activations could also be used in their damage step, chat. Yeah, but during the that's what I'm asking. Because what I'm saying is, in what scenario does that matter, right? That's what I'm basically saying. On what scenario does it matter that Faker can't be summoned during the damage step? Solemn Strike, obviously, or even Solemn Warning. Yeah, that could work for anyone playing Warning. But I think also with Protocol, maybe. You know, I think Protocol can be used during the damage step too, because it negates activation. So I didn't even think about that.
No, wait. Oh my gosh.
I
don't think that's on my card. I don't. Yeah, mine says it can work during the damage step. I don't know what.
Unfortunate, dude.
More people should play.
All right, video's over. See you guys later.
Learn
Yo,
more about
lost to reading, bro. Lost to reading.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Doug, you're gonna want to come back here, buddy. We are
gosh.
not done.
I could at least
What
tie
a
you.
disaster. Dude, fuck you, man.
We are currently 3 for
That one
5.
doesn't
Yeah, so because multi-faker.
Yeah, because it says it can't work specifically during that time. Yeah, we got it, Coder. What's the next thing?
I don't think I've ever heard
moving on,
Dzeeff curse. I thought he was
now
like
I'm-
a John Moore type chat. I thought Dzeeff didn't curse.
I'm slowing down. Now
At
I'm
least in
using
his-
every
in his
fucking
videos.
card.
You are allowed one more fuck up and the chat still gets the
Cursing
votes.
again!
If it makes you feel any better, you have
Potty
not
mouth.
completely disappointed the chat just
Do all these
yet,
YouTubers
alright?
win
This next
giant
question,
cards or buy? I actually don't know. Giant cards are really rare, BP. They only give away like 1 or 2 of these at any given YCS, so I don't know. Like, yeah, having giant cards are kind of rare.
using a card that you may or may not have played. This is one of those cards that is debated on whether or not is worth playing in Altergeist, and it's the one and only Altergeist Haunted Rock. I don't know how
I'm
familiar
gonna
you
get
are
this
with
one.
Haunted
I've
Rock.
never played that
I'll
fucking
probably-
card. It sucks. Okay, let's
Yeah,
take
I'm probably gonna get this one raw in chat. I'm not super familiar with Haunted Rock at all.
a look here.
Okay, player
So-
A activates their set Altergeist Haunted Rock and then chains the effect of their personal spoofing, shuffling away that Haunted Rock to add an Altergeist Multi-Faker. On resolution of this chain, are they going to be allowed to activate the Multi-Faker, and does Haunted Rock need to still send an Altergeist monster from the hand to the graveyard?
I think it does. I think Haunted Rock is like protocol. So hold on. Haunted Rock. All right, so they're trying to activate this card and then shuffle it back into the deck with spoofing, right? And I think that Haunted Rock isn't even optional. Like, you can't even activate this card without sending. If this card was set by the effect of an Altergeist card, you can activate it turn it was set. When this card is activated, send 1 Altergeist monster from your hand to the graveyard.
It's the one and only Altergeist Haunted Rock. I don't know how familiar. Activates their set Altergeist Haunted Rock.
Yes.
And then chains the effect of their personal spoofing, shuffling away that Haunted Rock to add an Altergeist Multi-Fake.
Is that even legal? How can you chain without what's it called? When this card is activated, send 1 Altergeist monster from your hand to the graveyard. How can you even activate it without sending a card first? No one plays Haunted Rock. Why is this even a ruling? I mean, I don't know. That's irrelevant, I guess.
Resolution of this chain, are they going to be allowed to activate the Multi-Faker?
So they added Faker to hands. How does Haunted Rock resolve? Can player A activates Multi-Faker's effect in the following chain?
Does Haunted Rock need to still send an Altergeist monster from the hand to the graveyard?
I don't understand. It's not a cost. Let's see. It's a win. When this card is oh, okay. When this card is activated, send one Altergeist monster. Huh. So you guys are saying that this is not a cost, because I guess it's a it's a win. How does that even fucking matter? I guess there is no semicolon, which usually designates like specific cost. So I kind of get that. All right, well then I'm gonna say that you should be able to summon Faker in a new chain, and no, you shouldn't have to pay the cost because it's no longer on the field, right? It's like when you activate Meltdown. What do you mean? When this card is activated, you can add... Did they all say when and not if? They all do say when. I mean, how does that, like, matter? Because none of them, like, have... God, this is why I fucking hate this.
This is not during the damage step?
It's not during the damage step.
I know it's not. Okay. So first off, the Faker definitely could activate. As for the Rock, which...
It doesn't send and Faker resolves in a separate... Yeah, that would be my answer, is that you don't send, because it's not face up on the field anymore. But it was technically activated. The activation did happen, so that's all Faker needs to resolve. But since it's not on the field anymore, it's like it should fizzle, I guess.
I've never played my entire life because the card sucks. Although I understand people picking up the deck and wanting to play Rock because it does like result in a pretty crazy turn one. So when this card activates, someone Altergeist. So that's on resolution. It shouldn't have you send because it's a continuous trap, and continuous trap seems to be face up to resolve. That's just some like janky ruling with like, if it's returned to the deck, that doesn't count as like leaving the field. But I'm gonna go with the Faker resolves, the Haunted Rock. It does not require you to send a card.
Well, you would be correct, Doug. So, as you know, continuous spells and trap cards do need to be face up in order to resolve their effects. And Haunted Rock sending an Altergeist.
Pendulum cards too. Right, Twitch chat? Don't pendulums have to be face up to resolve? I mean, we don't talk about that trash mechanic here, but I believe pendulum cards also have to be face up to resolve as well.
Monster from hand to the grave.
That mechanic is trash, so we don't talk about it. But still.
Is not a cost. It's something that happens when the effect itself resolves. So because the card isn't on the field anymore, you do not need to send the card from your hand.
Hey, Haunted Rock actually
4 for 6, and obviously very simple. The multi-faker is allowed to activate. Same thing as flipping the personal spoofing using the effect on activation to search. This is something that a lot of Altergeist players are very familiar with. So this is going to be one that you've probably encountered before, and this is one of those that are asked. I think every single time an Altergeist player I see at a regional, at a YCS, something like that, they always seem to ask these questions. For some reason, here we're just going to set up the board. There's going to be an Altergeist Protocol and a Marionetter placed onto the field. While player A controls Altergeist Protocol, they normal summon Altergeist Marionetter and activate its effect. In response, player B activates their set infinite impermanence, which is in the same column as the Altergeist Protocol, and targets the Marionetter. How does this chain resolve?
What? This fizzles because this negates it. Like, I mean, you usually couldn't negate Mary's effect with protocol face up on the field, but if you negate the actual protocol itself, then you're not getting F word fizzle? What's it called? Does protocol protocol doesn't protect itself, it just protects if protocol protected itself, it'd be, I mean, honestly it wouldn't matter that much because it would really only matter like this very specific situation. But yeah, she's not gonna resolve.
I can see why this one comes up a lot. I'm not going to answer. I'm not going to get cocky this time. I'm going to make sure I read. Even though I'm like 99% sure on this one, I just don't want to get
what's your
like,
initial thought?
over.
Before reading, what is your initial thought?
Oh, the immediate thought is that the Marionetter does get negated and does the protocol because impermanence... Oh, let's see. I want to read impermanence. But because protocol only protects against the activation effects of activated effects. So the impermanence, I believe...
Reading
Target his
cards.
monster will negate its effect until the end of his turn. Then, if his card is set before the activation and is on the field of resolution for us his turn, all his spell traps in the column are negated. I guess the question is, oh man, I know the protocol is negated. Maybe the Marionetta resolves though. That's kind of a tricky one.
But why would she resolve? Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2. Chainlink 2 resolves. Bam. This is turned off. And this is now negated? I mean, it happens simultaneously, right, chat? Like, yeah, I mean, both negates happen simultaneously. The only reason she would even get her effect to begin with is because of this. But if this gets negated, like...
Okay. Do you know are you familiar with the then conjunction and its applications?
Probably not as much as you.
Yeah. What's he talking about?
Could it be like on resolution?
Marionetta would be negated.
I'm
also
gonna
with
guess.
protocol, therefore
This feels so
activated
wrong,
effect.
but I'm gonna
resolve
guess
without effect.
that just doesn't make any sense. My first,
Run me through your thought process.
I feel like my knee-jerk reaction is it's all negated.
Yep.
But now I'm like second guessing myself with the then conjunction on if the Marionetta resolves what the protocol's negated. But that doesn't really make any sense because shouldn't it all happen at once? Talk to me about the then conjunction. What do you know about that?
Okay, so the then conjunction requires A to successfully happen in order for you to successfully perform B of the effect. So you need to do A successfully to
Well, then none of it's negated.
That is how the then conjunction works in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, then none of it is negated, I don't think.
Target one face-up monster, negate its effects until the end of the turn. Then... Oh! Hold on. Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Negate its effects until the end of the turn. Then, if this card was set... Hold on. Is he saying, chat, is Coder saying that if you don't negate Mary, that the second part doesn't happen until you negate Mary's effect? That's insane. I didn't know that. It's negated. It should... Yeah, but you... Infirm really is trash? I had no idea that didn't happen. Like, I thought it all happened at the same time. So, hold on. So, if you don't do the first part, then you... Yeah, but I guess... Should it even matter, though? Because... Oh, my God. This is actually soaking. This should have been the last question. Time to buy some mailers. No, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter because you still already... All right, I'm going to say it doesn't matter.
We have a final answer?
This card is set. Target face negates effects. But wait, it's so confusing because, like, technically it's negating some effects, just not the activated effect that I'm using right now.
Oh.
I don't fucking know, man.
Yeah, me too.
That's just not helping at all. No,
Your mind is a merry-go-round. I literally see the wheels turning in your head right now.
This is so
This comes up
confusing.
every game. It really doesn't. Like, it absolutely doesn't.
This genuinely, I think every single YCS I've been to or regional I've been to where a player has played Altergeist, I think I've seen this happen every single one of those events. Genuinely.
I'm really feeling like
You got too
impermanence.
complex.
Because it doesn't care. When we were talking like the skill drain thing with protocol earlier, impermanence, like, even though, like, the impermanence doesn't know that Marionetta doesn't have any other non-activated effects. Like, it just negates the card's effects. So even if so it does get the negation on the Marionetta, even if it's not going to work against that particular effect, in which case it would also negate the protocol because it did negate the Marionetta. I feel like it's all negated. I think I'm wrong, but I'll say it's all negated.
Well, Doug, you would be correct. It is indeed all negated. The reason why...
Bro, why does Coder try to debate people so hard? He tried to make this seem so so confusing, and that's like what everyone was guessing.
I just want to say that like the only reason I was even questioning it, because like I said, that was like my knee-jerk reaction. But then chat was like, "Oh, he's throwing." It's like, I'm questioning my whole life after misreading the damage step thing on multi-fake, or not reading that. I wouldn't say misreading.
Well, you need to understand that trusting Twitch chat is a misplay. Anyone that thinks, "Oh, chat is coaching the streamer," do not know how a Twitch chat
Judges
works.
in a nutshell.
So Altergeist protocol doesn't prevent the infinite impermanence from negating the effects of the Altergeist monster it targeted. All protocol effectively achieves is that it allows Altergeist monsters that have their effects negated to resolve their activated effects successfully despite having their effects negated. So that doesn't prevent the infinite impermanence from affecting the Marionetter and negating its effects, which is all Imperm needs to do successfully in order to negate the effects of the protocol. So once impermanence resolves, once the Marionetter resolves, I should say, it has its effects negated and the protocol doesn't allow it to resolve successfully because it's negated by the infinite impermanence.
No, that was like a case where I was like, man, I feel like I've always just said that it's negated, but then what if I say that and then I'm wrong? And it's like, how many times have I done this the wrong way?
I mean, hey, you took the time to think about it and you got the right answer in the end. And you are currently on 5 for 7. And now we go on to the final question. In this situation, the opponent controls a skill drain, and the turn player controls Altergeist Memory Gant, which is the...
I don't know what this fucking card does, chat. I think this is the Link 4. Is this the Link 4? I don't know what this fucking card does.
The OCG card. We'll read this in just a moment.
Yeah, seriously.
And a Marionetter on the field. So the question here is, during the battle phase,
no one plays. It's not even out in the TC. I don't know what this fucking card does, bro.
The question here is, during the battle phase, while player A controls Altergeist Protocol and player B controls Skill Drain, player A uses the first effect of Altergeist Memory Gant, tributing their Altergeist Marionetter. After this chain has resolved, how much attack does the Altergeist Memory Gant have?
Okay. Where's the protocol at? I didn't even see a protocol on the field. Why did you put protocol on the field? That's weird. 2+ Altergeist monsters during the battle phase. Quick effect. You contribute one other monster. This card gains attack equal to the attack of the tributed monster had on the field. Okay. Attack modulation.
And a Marionetter on the field. So the question here is, during the battle phase, while player A controls Altergeist Protocol and player B controls Skill Drain, player A uses the first effect of Altergeist Memory Gant, tributing their Altergeist Marionetter. After this chain has resolved, how much attack does the Altergeist Memory Gant have?
I think it might be 0. Hold on. Let me read Memory Gant one more time. During the battle phase, quick effect, you contribute one other monster. So our activated effect can be used. We are tributing a monster. This card gains attack equal to the attack of the tributed monster had on field. I don't think it's gonna gain any attack, chat. Because we can still activate the effect and even try to resolve it. But I think Skill Drain's gonna kick in immediately after. Like the second after this is resolved, I think Skill Drain puts it back to 0, chat. Yeah, I think Skill Drain's gonna like put it right back to 0.
And a Marionette.
If he has protocol, why wouldn't it? Says BP. Why wouldn't it what? BP.
On the field.
This is an OCG.
The question here is,
yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna go back. I'm thinking you can activate it. I don't know if the attack will go. I think it actually would. I think the attack would increase by 16, and then it might go right back down to what's it called?
Player A controls Altergeist Protocol, and player B controls Skill Drain. Player A uses the first effect of Altergeist Memory Gant, tributing their Altergeist Marionetter. After this chain has resolved, how much attack does the Altergeist Memory Gant have? So the effect of Altergeist Memory Gant is during the battle phase quick effect. You can tribute one other monster. This card gains attack equal to the attack of the tributed monster had on the field. So here, if you use Memory Gant while the opponent has Skill Drain, you control Protocol, and you tribute away the Marionetter, as we will see in this example here. How much attack does the memory Gant have on resolution of this chain?
28.
So my knee-jerk reaction is to say it gains it like all of the Marionetter attack, just fine. There's a protocol on the board. But I'm wondering, you like these like shitty attack modifying questions, and I almost wonder if there's like some weird ruling where the attack modification is a continuous effect that's like placed on the memory Gant, and then skill drain would negate it because it's a continuous effect, even though the effect to gain the attack is an activated effect. But see, I just don't know that. I mean, who would know that besides Coder? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really use a lot of attack modifying abilities, so I'm just...
So I don't know what Dzeeff's talking about, chat, but I don't know, my logic is that you would gain the attack. I'm trying to think if you ever gain the attack. At resolution, I think she'll still be 28. I'm just wondering if she goes up to like 44 or whatever it is, and then goes immediately back down. That's what I'm thinking. But then it's like, does that make sense? Like, wouldn't the damage calculation like happen first? You know what I mean? I think skill drain will turn if back down. What's it called? It will get, yeah, okay, Prince Will. That's what I'm thinking. I think she will gain the attack, but then I think skill drain will immediately put her right back. And I'm just wondering, like, does that make sense though? For her to gain the attack and then go back? But that's what I'm thinking. I think she will actually gain the attack. It's just gonna go right back to what's it called?
Just wondering, like,
no, not soul drain, skill drain, and it's not a chain. It's not a chain. The cards are already on the field. Yeah, the skill drain's not going to be in the chain. It's already face up. So the only thing happening is they're just using the effect of that memory Gant. I think what's it called? That's how modifiers work.
Oh, because the activated effect is to tribute the monster and give the attack. So that obviously goes through.
Yep.
But then
Which
is
would
there
make
like
memory Gant how much?
44, I think.
30, no, 44.
44, okay.
And then she goes right back to
28.
28.
I don't really know enough about this, but I'm just going to guess that it's at 44. I'm probably wrong, though.
Okay, so you are incorrect, and here's the
Oh! Can I get an easy in the chat? CapG Altergeist expert. Never doubted. Never doubted. I taught this boy Dzeeff everything he knows.
So the Altergeist memory Gant does resolve its effect in order to go up to 44. However, when a card applies a stat modification only to itself, if it can only apply it to itself, something like Dante, for example, if its effects are negated after the effect has successfully resolved, that stat modification is forgotten. It is lost. So it'll...
I didn't know that. Bro, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so complicated. So wait, if he applied it to another monster, he'd keep it? What?
Successfully resolved, that stat modification is forgotten. It is lost. So it'll go back to
I knew there was some bullshit
Dude, Coder's
about
so
it
fucking
being
smart.
contiguous, whatever.
So it's not a continuous. It'll apply a lingering effect only to itself where it boosts its own attack. So it does resolve successfully and goes up to 44. However, once that chain resolves, the effect of skill drain will negate that effect of Altergeist because the effect...
So I was right, but I didn't know why I was right. Yeah, I had no idea. So I guess I was right for like the wrong reason. I mean, I'm still right, but wow, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, dude, some of these rulings are insane. I've been playing this game for like 20 years. I never knew that. So like, Boral, like, I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm trying to think of another situation where that can matter. Like Boral wouldn't be able to resolve its effect under skill drain, but I had no idea. Like if it would have affected another monster, like it keeps it. I don't know.
Altergeist memory Gant is being
Rush
negated
duels
by
are
the skill
better
drain
than
here.
this bullshit.
The protocol just lets the activated effect resolve successfully, but afterwards it goes right back down to 20.
Dragoon loses its attack boost if it's negated. Oh yeah, that's an example. Like if a Dragoon has like 5,000 attack, and then you hit it with like skill drain, the Dragoon goes to like 3,000, and then if skill drain gets destroyed, like Dragoon's just permanently, he's back to 3,000.
2,800.
That's fair.
So you end with a fantastic score of 5 out of 8. You have beaten out Team Samurai X1 himself,
Yeah.
and you have You have proven that you have a
should have
passing
been
grade.
6 out of 8. I think that.
I feel like I'm kind of satisfied. I'm glad that I got that last question, and I don't even think that one was with like the help of the Twitch chat either. I'm off to the strip club. He didn't say anything about going to a strip club, Small Pimpin' or Sheikh Zula. Sheikh Zula, when is your next stream club? Jesse Cotton is next. This is kind of cool. I'm glad Coder Chat has like a series that's, can we say, bussin'? He has a series that's popping off. Good for him.